my stars! It's me, Missy. I'm back, and today I'm going to be playing some more Dragon Age Origins. Now, when I last left off, we had just finished up Redcliffe and all of Redcliffe's shit, and now we are heading off to do the Sacred Ashes quest so we can help out the Arl, and hopefully he don't die. Anyway, guys, with that, let's get into the game. And we are back at camp, which is fine and dandy for me. Okay. Let's go, I guess. Yes, let's venture forth. I'm kind of okay with my everybody just being the same.
Indeed.
Currently, at least. I might replace Alistair with Barkspawn eventually. Possibly, I don't know though yet. But for now, we're heading to Denerim. So we already did the forest. Eventually, we'll have to go back to Clement's hut, I believe. And we're looking for the ashes. So Denerim it is. We should meet Zevran here soon enough.
Sire,
Hello, game.
I have more news. Oh, yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Honora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! We'll not roll out the welcome for them now.
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Honora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
He did. He
Kaelin's
did, honey.
death was his own doing.
Not that you really care, but still. Okay, we're here. I believe we're gonna be meeting Zevran at this point.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
You're an assassin, I'm pretty sure.
I'll get on it.
Okay, let's just make one of these, I guess. It's good for now.
Trap right ahead.
Okay, Liliana.
Trap right ahead.
Hi, Zevran. Hi, Zevi. I have some presents for you, by the way, buddy. Yep, there they are.
The Grey Warden dies here!
No, I don't think so. Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Okay, Liliana. Okay, what is the best way to do this? Okay, Morgan, you can just go here for now. Alistair, Traveler. Anybody with, like, really high... That's a death route. That's not a thing. Okay. Alistair, you go over there. You can kick some ass of some sort. Okay, you can go over there, kick some ass of some sort. Liliana, I want you to go over here. And do that. Okay, everybody do your thing, please.
Here.
Okay. Okay. Disarm that trap, please. Okay, and then Morgan, you're over there. I want you, my dear, to this. Chain lightning. Do that. Do this. Leanna, you're done with that. Okay, now you can go fight this guy over here, please. And then... Okay, I want you to do Mind Blast. Okay, some people are definitely out. Drink that. Drink that. Leanna is supposedly attacking. I don't really know if she is or not. Okay, I want you to drain her. Okay. Alistair, I want you to... Okay, I want you... What are you even fighting? You're fighting that guy, okay. You can just keep fighting for now, and Morgan, I want you to lightning. Okay. You, my dear, need to drink that. Morgan, I want you to just attack this guy. Okay. Okay, good. You can do that. You can go here, buddy.
What is your command?
Okay. I want you to do Shatter Shot. He's doing okay. No, he's less okay, but that's okay. Morgan, I want you to do Health Drain and that. Okay. Drink that. Drink that. And I want you to attack this dude.
I am your death.
Okay, and Morgan's doing just fine. Okay, Morgan, I want... I want you to... Just stay here. Mini-Me, I want you to drink a potion.
Yeah.
Okay. Do that. Alistair, you're just attacking. Okay, good. And now I want you to go over this dude and do this to him. And you, my dear, can go up to this guy.
Is it time to kill something?
Okay. Morgan, drink a potion. Okay. Vulnerability hex.
So be it.
I'll try to be merciful.
As you wish.
Okay, and now they're almost there. And Liliana is, I'm assuming, struggling. Oh no, she's actually doing okay-ish.
Victorious.
Yes, of course.
Do that.
They won't know what hit them.
That's dead.
Yes.
Liliana, you kind of suck. Thank you, Morgan. Wake him up and talk to him.
Oh, what?
Hi, Zevi.
I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
I have some questions.
Ah, so I am to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
Uh-huh. What are the Antivan Crows?
I can tell you that. They are an order of assassins out of Ventiva, very powerful and renowned for always getting the job done, so to speak. Someone went to great expense to hire this man.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
You came all the way from Antiva.
Not precisely. I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The Crows get around, you see.
Uh-huh. Who hired you to kill us?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logan, I think his name was.
Yep, that's
Yes,
it.
that's it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Aren't you at least loyal to your employers?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
I'm listening, make it quick.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause. So, let me serve you instead.
And what's to stop you from finishing the job
To
later?
be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold.
Uh-huh.
The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Can I expect some amount of loyalty from you?
I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
What do you want in return?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Why would I want your service?
Why? Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks. I could also warn you should the Antivan Crows attempt something more sophisticated, now that my attempts have failed. I could also stand around and look pretty if you prefer. Warm your bed. Fend off unwanted suitors, no?
Oh, I've missed you, Zevran. I really have. It's been a while since I've seen you. Bed warming might be nice.
See? I knew we could find a common interest. Or two, or three. Really, I can go all night.
I'm sure
So
you can,
what shall it
buddy.
be? I'll even shine armor. You won't find a better deal, I promise.
I love you, bud, so very well I accept your offer.
What? You're taking
Oh,
the
suck
assassin with
it!
us now?
Oh,
Does that really
stop
seem like a good
whining, you
idea?
big bitch baby. Don't worry about it, we could use them,
We
Alistair.
could apparently use a swift kick in the head too, but you don't see me going around asking for one.
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
Thank you,
That's
sweetheart.
excellent advice for anyone.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Thank you,
You
Lillian.
are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
She's a bard.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Cool, cool. I need to start shoving you into my party. But I won't do it right now because I'm on the quest for the fucking ashes, and I need Alistair to suck it up and be nicer to me. I'll come back to you in a little bit, buddy, I promise. I love you, bud. Stan, I don't think I'm ever going to use you. Barkspawn might be coming along later on. I don't know yet. I got more disapproval. I got 2 approval, -3 approval from Morgan. Do I care that much? Not really at this point. Everybody's always angry at me for something stupid. I'll take that. Lesser. Friends of Red Jenny! Hey, that's in the later game.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Step stool, not ladder. You're too short for that. Nothing. Let's just search everybody before we go on our merry way. Yeah, Deathroot. Deathroot.
Now's better than later.
Mons. Deathroot. Okay, time to go. Hey everybody, you can follow me again. Hi, you're blocking the exit. Let's go, guys. Yes. Let's keep venturing forth to Denerim. New area, Denerim, here we are. Look at that. Nothing, nothing.
I imagine you have already composed a suitable ballad to commemorate the events at Redcliffe, Leliana.
Why would I do such a thing?
She's a bard. You're a bard. It's kind of, in a way, expected. Sarah?
Good day.
Hi. Good day to you as well. Don't mind me while I just run around like an idiot. Mages Collective liaison. What?
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you?
Yep.
Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
Isn't that against the laws, the Chantry?
We harm no one, I assure you, and we enforce the Chantry's laws among ourselves. All we seek is a life outside of the Templar's shadow. Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
Give me a reason not to turn you into the Templars.
Me? I am not a mage, my friend. And those members who have submitted requests are anonymous. Save one or two more arrogant clients.
Uh-huh.
I assure you, we are doing the Maker's work. Magic is not ruling man under our watch. Thank you, my friend.
I'll accept for
we
now.
have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Makers smile upon you.
Yeah, the Mages Collective. Yada yada.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Blood of warning! While they tend to be careful and judicious in their use of force, the Templars do indeed make mistakes. They understand that separate relatives are our friends among the collective will soon become targets of the Chantry, and while I trust that this will not lead to lasting harm for those innocents, I wish to ensure that those targeted are fairly warned and evacuated before the Chantry can send its message. I ask that a noble soul take the bundle of vials attached to this missive and find the 4 homes of the Chantry. Find the 4 homes the Chantry is likely to target in Denerim. Mark the front door of each home with goat's blood for the vials. Those relatives will understand the message and evacuate before the Chantry can threaten them. Sure. Gift of Silence. This collective is only successful at the pleasure of the Templars. Their continued devotion to our safety requires certain concession on our part. In the interest of renewing our relationship with these fine, generous agents of the Maker, we ask that the willing man or woman of character grace our good friends with the gift of lyrium, procure 10 lyrium potions, and offer them up to the Knights Commander, Harith, and Redcliffe. I don't really want to do that. Have you seen me? The collective is saddened at the absence of the great mage Renauld. Our friend has not been seen in quite some time, and our gatherings are the lesser for the loss of his tales and ribald exploits and the aroma of his delicious twice-baked meat pies. Renauld was seen traveling in the direction of the Brazilian forest, and how he did so love the outdoors. Anyone who returns with evidence of the whereabouts of the beloved mage Renauld will be rewarded. Excuse me, guys. Scrolls of Bannister. In times such as these, one must suspect even his neighbor of the darkest sleep. Dealings lest they cast a shadow upon those who labor under the light. Shubasto. Have heard tell of a cabal of Maleficar performing rituals in the dark near my sanctum, and I certainly wish to see them brought to justice for their dark deeds. I hesitate, however, to accuse them of foul sorcery without a full understanding of the trappings, ritual, and appearance the dark magic requires. Writings of the hated Maleficar and Bannister should be suitable. Should a carrier be available to procure me copies of the Scrolls of Bannister, I will be appropriately grateful. I feel like I'm doing bad in the world, but you know what? I'm fine with doing a little bit of bad, but giving lyrium I'm not so sure about. We'll see on that one. Okay. Just look around a little bit.
Got it.
Wooden crate. Health potion. Not healing potion. Health. Okay. Hooded courier. Random jackasses. Sergeant what's this? Nuts. Blades Emporium.
I have never seen such a collection of merchants and people before. 'Tis always so?
I don't know, Morgan. I'm not from here. No one's gonna answer you, apparently. Apparently everybody's a jackass.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring ham without provocation to the least of his children are breaded and accursed by the Maker.
Those who bring ham?
The one who repents, who has faith unshaken by the darkness of the world, and roasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations.
Boasts.
Okay.
It's boasts, sister, not roasts.
She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next.
Peace,
Aren't
sister,
you
peace.
interesting?
She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
The veal holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her bacon and her shield, her foundation and her...
There's no veal in the chant. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Can I interrupt this, whatever this is?
Oh, it's not an interruption, dear. We were just finishing up before mealtime. What can I do for you?
What are you doing?
Praying for the good people of Denerim who've lost loved ones at Ostagar. It's usual to recite a stanza from Transfigurations when you pray for the departed.
It's usual to recite the stanza correctly.
But that's what I said.
Can you tell me about the
Tell you
chant?
about the chant? What? As if it's a cake you might buy? Well, it's done enough, but a little too much nutmeg for my taste.
Sister, instructing the ignorant is a sacred duty of the chantry.
Fine, then. What do you want to know?
What does the chant say about Darkspawn?
Oh, there are some very stirring canticles about doom and wrath.
Darkspawn were created by mankind's second sin, pride.
Okay.
Arrogance became a great caged beast in the lands of Tevinter, an emptiness that consumed all and could never be filled. To satisfy its hunger, the mage lords assaulted the Golden City, heart of all creation, to take the Maker's power for themselves.
Uh-huh.
Why does no one ever sing the good stanzas during chantry services anymore? They speak them. It's called the chant of light, not the speech of light.
Sister, would you kindly stop messing up the chant?
See how you like being interrupted.
Well, you get the general idea, I'm sure.
Does the chant mention dwarves?
Why would it?
Sister, that's hardly appropriate. There's no need to be rude to anyone, even if they are ignorant and godless.
You guys are both assholes, Jesus. I'm not ignorant and godless.
Of course not, dear. You just don't know anything about the chant, and you don't have any gods.
Oh god, this is such a scintillating conversation. What does that verse you were reciting, what was that verse you were reciting just now?
It's the 10th stanza from the Transfigurations. Lovely canticle, that one. Oh, you should have heard Brother Caedmon sing it, though.
Sang it well, I
He
take
had
it.
a voice like a bucket full of toads. Revered Mother Boann, bless her heart, always said, if we had more voices like his, the Maker couldn't fail to take note of us.
What happened to him?
It was tragic, really. Such a surprise.
We don't speak of that.
He died?
He was in charge of the lyrium storehouse. It wasn't good for him, you see. He took off all his clothes in the middle of the chant one summer day and ran into the street. He tripped and fell into the vat of elderberry wine for the feast and drowned. We were 6 days drying him out for his cremation. He looked like a pickled egg. So tragic.
Well, I wasn't expecting that. Never
Now,
mind.
where's the fun in belonging to the chantry if you can't proselytize to the heathens a bit?
Blessings of the Maker and of Andraste, his bride, upon you.
You guys really are doing a great job in making people want to join your religion. You know that, right? Fantastic job. Just insult them until they join. That's the greatest way to do it.
Are the work of our Maker's hand. From the lowest slave...
Templar Guard, Sister Justina. Nothing back here. Okay. Sister Justine.
Matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board?
What are you doing here?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
What's the curator do?
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also searched for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
What's so hard about it?
A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone. Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts.
How difficult is it to verify a relic?
When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive.
Balancing faith and reason is difficult, though.
Of course, enjoy your visit to the chantry.
Damn it! Fuck! I clicked the wrong thing.
Nice to see you again.
Tell me about your
You've
job.
shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe before. I will not bore you again. Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the chantry.
How many relics have you found?
Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths.
Makes sense. Do you think the Urn of Sacred Ashes is real?
Certainly. My research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke.
Gotta go. Farewell.
Of course, enjoy your visit to the chantry.
Thanks, lady. Bye-bye.
The deep dark before dawn.
Back alley justice. Eliminate the criminals preying on innocent folk in Denerim. Back alleys. In these dark days, we work together against the common threat. Sergeant Kylon has bought distribution news that should anger all righteous people in our own alleyways, footpaths, muggers, and miscreants lie in wait to profit from the chaos of our times. They infect us like a plague. A reward is available for any information on these lowlives. Offered a heavy purse for any brave soul that can best these brigands and make Denerim a safe place again. Stumble Chancer has added to the reward as well. May the Maker bless all who heed this call. Missing in action. Recently our hearts were lifted when many survivors of the Battle of Ostagar returned to us. Maker bless these men and women and have mercy on those who fell, defending our children from the blight. Sadly, one of these heroes has gone missing. Rexel served in Tyrion Loghain's vanguard with distinction. Upon his return, his wife said he was prone to quiet reflection and frequented the local taverns. One afternoon, he left his home and never returned. Chancer was moved by the family's grief and is offering a pouch of coin for anyone who finds this hero. The chant says, "I'm saving one man, you save us all." For each of us lends a hand to aid his neighbor. Anything is possible, especially now. Fazil's requests. Master Fazil of the esteemed Guild of Free Sailors has informed this chanter that while about guild business, he was waylaid by bandits via guile and other chicanery. He lost many valuables, but in particular an antique sexton was removed forcibly from his person. The sexton is of considerable symbolic value as it belonged to the first guild master of the Free Sailors. Master Fazil described his assailants as masked of foreign descent, perhaps Tevinter or free marches, and unusually coordinated and crafty. He has placed a hefty sum of coin within this chancer for the return of his sexton. That is all. Logan's push. Brothers and sisters, word has arrived of an imminent conflict. Tyrion Loghain honored forces continue to root out threats to our nation, and their action deserves support from the common people. It is unusual to post troop movements to the public board. I believe it is necessary for brethren near the affected area to respect the honored Tyrion by aiding his troops, providing whatever comfort you feel they deserve, and Felden will be the stronger for it. Treat these brave soldiers as you would treat Logain himself, and the spiritual rewards will be generous. Brother Nigel. Jasper Haven, Sister Rana has heard reports of an imminent tragedy. A runner has brought me direct news of a group of refugees fleeing the Darkspawn. They've been cornered on unfamiliar ground, fighting for their lives. The Templars are necessarily occupied, and my own means are few and stretch. If someone of skill has the ability to deliver these people, I can only offer the honest gratitude of myself to the Chantry. Hopefully, that will be enough for the rare person we need. Skin deep. The runner sends this request from Knight Commander Thames. While the reports I have heard no doubt suffer from exaggeration, the observed creatures assaulting Redcliffe trouble me greatly. If we are to properly combat these unnatural agents and prevent their reoccurrence, the mages bound to my service will require carefully prepared samples of flesh for study. Therefore, should a deployment occur, we will be briefed. If there are skilled warriors present, I would have them gather samples from any remaining creatures as close to the presumed source as possible. The Chantry will reward this basic assistance with spiritual acknowledgement. If the request is exceeded, gold will be added, but the offer is limited.
First light seems eternal, but know that the sun always rises.
Chanter's board. Mark is active.
And he is our maker. They are finished.
Okay.
Who have given their love to false gods.
What do you need?
I don't want to talk to you. Never mind. I'm trying to click these people.
In the name of Andraste, Bride of the Maker, be welcome in this house. While the cathedral is closed, if you need to make wedding or funeral arrangements, you'll have to talk to Sister Olma.
Did someone die? I remember a funeral.
King Kaelin died, remember? Along with most of the army at Ostagar? Maker guide them all.
Why is the cathedral closed?
That which you fear, living in the shadow of death alone, I have seen it is only a cloud passing before the sun.
The death toll at Ostagar was staggering. We've had a funeral every day for a lost son or daughter of Denerim, and we've many more yet to hold.
What's wrong with your friend?
Are they singing the chant now? It's a funeral, isn't it?
He should have retired to Val Royeaux years ago, but he wanted to stay and serve the remainder of his days in his homeland. It's the lyrium that does this.
Lyrium did this to him. Why doesn't he stop taking it?
He wouldn't be a Templar anymore.
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter.
He doesn't forget who he is, even if he can't remember anything else.
I'll come back
May
later.
the light of the Maker guide your steps.
I forgot that about Templars. That's a terrifying thing.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God.
Okay, let's go over here.
Looking for little old me?
No, not really. Never mind. Don't talk to me. I'm probably doing something excessively horrible. But, oh well. It's on this side. Yeah. Yes. Like Commander
Turn your
Tavish.
attention elsewhere. My business does not concern you.
Okay.
Thank you and farewell.
So you're a dick. Good to know. Wooden crate, lesser injury kit. I'll take it. Thank you.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
Gorim? Gorim? Hold on a second. 1 second. Wait a minute. I'll go to the Chantry's board in a minute. Gorham!
Dwarven crafts.
Gorham!
Dwarven. My lady. My lady Iduken?
Hi, buddy! Oh my god!
Really you? I knew you survived. I never stopped believing it. And neither did your father. Before I left for the surface, King Endrin sent for me. It was almost more than I could endure.
I'm so happy right now. It's so nice to see you.
Dead and rotten, and now merely an empty husk collapsing in on itself. He could not even rise from his bed, and the room stank of decay. He asked me to give you the shield of Iduken. And this letter.
What? Oh my god! Did he say anything else?
Barely spoke at all. Every word seemed as if it had traveled the entire length of the deep roads. Find my daughter. No other deserves this, was all that he said. His eyes have haunted me since. If it were possible for a man to die of regret, I think King Endrin did. But we shouldn't dwell on the past. I can hardly tell you how good it is to see you alive.
It's good to see you alive too, buddy. Oh my god, I'm so happy and sad at the same time. I can't believe I found you here of all places.
I am far happier in my exile than I ever expected to be.
Oh. I'm glad you're happy.
And you?
I'm in love with a human priestess of all people.
Then I thank the ancestors for their kindness, for I too have found my heart. My wife is a surfacer, a good woman. We're expecting our firstborn before the spring.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. Well then, when can I meet the lucky girl?
I would love to introduce you.
Yeah.
But you must have more important business than hearing about me. Have a look at my father-in-law's crafts. All fine work, and I'll cut you a discount.
I love you, buddy, and I have missed you so. Manual for Berserker. Yes, yes. Anger management reaching a new level of slaughter. I'm getting this one. Give me. Give. I do conceal. I forgot about this. Silver, right. That is so good to know. Thank you, Mr. Vinland. Also, how are you? I'll keep this stuff for now. I don't even know what I have. I need to take an inventory later when I have time. I am so sad and happy at the same time. Oh my god. I'm doing pretty good today, honestly.
I recognize you.
Hello?
From Ostagar. Andraste's blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice.
Do I need to take you into a back alley and kill you?
And good King Kalen. I demand satisfaction, sir.
Yeah, that is true. Intimidate, lower your voice, or also permanently. The gains charged against the wardens are false. Satisfaction. Can I persuade him? I don't think I can, but let's see. Grey Warden, you must be mistaken.
Pardon me, sir. You must think I'm a fool.
I can't believe
really
that worked.
Look like too much ale. Yes, too much. Excuse me.
Bye, dickhead. Don't come back, please. Leave me the fuck alone. What was I doing? Where was I going? I need to go back to the Chantry. Yes, Chantry. Give the corpse gall shit that I have in my inventory and get rid of it. And then we'll be on to bigger and better and nicer things. How about that?
Magic exists to serve man and
Those stung with 100 arrows, those suffering from ailments both great and small, his heart was strong, and he moved on.
They shall be named Malefica,
Oh, okay, cool.
They shall find no
Bye-bye. What am I doing now? I was gonna go to Sacred Ashes, but now I'm just kind of like crazy. Besides, I would like some money. Flood warning. You've seen me. Spoiled banister, 5 spoils. Back alley justice, that's bullshit. Okay, that's for later. Oh yeah, Redcliffe. Lost in the castle. I never did that. I need to do that when I get back to Redcliffe. Whoopsie! As you can see, my brain is not the best when it comes to things. I don't remember shit very easily. Oh god. Good lord. Desire Demon! In all my studies, I must say that the most intriguing was my interview with the Desire Demon. That the creature was willing to speak with me was a sign that it was no mere monster mindlessly driven by its nature, but rather a rational being as interested in me as I was in it. It took a form that I would call female, though I have no doubt that it could appear otherwise. I wondered if it appeared as it did because I wanted it to, or because I expected it to. She, and indeed I could only think of her as such now, smiled warmly at me and laughed, a musical sound that seemed to thrill my old heart. So frightened was I of this creature's legendary abilities to twist the hearts of men, and so relieved was I when I looked across the table into her dark eyes. This was a fearsome creature of the Fade, but as I spoke with her, I slowly came to realize that this demon was merely as misunderstood as we mages are ourselves. I think you're being drawn into some sort of spell or something, some hoodoo. I don't think that it's misunderstood. I think they're more dangerous than you think, buddy. Of all the threats from Of all the threats from beyond the veil, few are more insidious and deceptively deadly than the Desired Demon. I can't speak. In folklore, such demons are characterized as peddlers of lust, luring their prey into a sexual encounter, only to be slain at the culmination. While a Desire Demon can indeed deal in pleasure, in truth they deal with any manner of desire that humans can possess, wealth, power, and beauty, to name a few. Far more intelligent than the bestial hunger and rage demons, and more ambitious than the demons of sloth, these dark spirits are among the most skilled at tempting mages into possession. Many who serve their whims of a Desire Demon never realize it. They are manipulated by illusion and deceit, if not outright mind control. I called it! Although these demons are reluctant to resort to such crude measures, instead they seem to take great pleasure in corruption. The greater the deceit, the greater their victory. Makes sense. Only demons of pride prove more fearsome opponents when roused. Their abilities can affect the mind, allow them to assume disguises, and even alter the environment to their purposes. Not to mention the great strength and speed they possess if they should have to resort to more physical means. Most often, a Desire Demon will attempt to bargain its way to freedom if overpowered. Many stories exist that depict mages defeating Desire Demons to the point where a wish can be wrested from them. It should be noted that in such stories the demon almost always gets the upper hand, even when the mage thinks his wish has been granted. I don't know why you would want to get a wish from a fucking, of all things, a Desire Demon. That seems like a whole level of stupid that I don't even want to get into. Don't trust a fucking demon. Like, you're that dumb? I don't care how pretty it looks and how innocent. It's a demon. It's there to take your soul and do shit to you and be bad, basically. Why would you even tempt fate with that? Rage Demon encountered in the Fade. The true form of a Rage Demon is frightening sight, a thing of pure fire, its body seemingly made of amorphous lava, and its eyes two pinpricks of baleful light radiating from its core. The abilities of such a demon center on the fire it generates. It burns those who come near, and the most powerful of its kind are able to lash out with bolts of fire and even firestorms that can affect entire areas. Fortunately, even powerful rage demons are less intelligent than most other varieties. Their tactics are simple: attack an enemy on sight with so much force as possible until it perishes. Some rage demons carry over their heat-based abilities into possessed hosts, but otherwise the true form is mostly seen outside of the Fade. when it's specifically summoned by a mage to do his bidding. Of course, I already learned about revenants, but okay. That is a good point. That is a good point, that they can read your mind and, like, give you exactly what you desire and stuff, and talk to you in a way that just keeps you there. That's creepy. Revenant, an entire unit of men all slain by one creature. I didn't believe it at first. Your perfection, but it appears that this is so. We have a survivor, and while at first I thought his ratings pure exaggeration, it appears to be no simple skeleton. Descriptions of the creature's abilities were eerily similar to those our brothers of Marnus Pale encountered almost a century ago. Men pulled through the air and skewer themselves on the creature's blade, and attacked so quick that it was able to assault multiple opponents at once. Know your perfection. What we have here is indeed a revenant, and nothing less. Revenants aren't fun. Revenant is a corpse possessed by a demon of pride or of desire, making it amongst the most powerful possessed opponents that one can face. Many possesses spells, but most are armored and prefer the use of their material talents. They are weak against physical attacks, but regenerate quickly, and commonly use telekinesis to pull opponents into melee range. Should they try to flee, revenants have the ability to strike multiple opponents surrounding them. Stay at range if possible and strike quickly. That is the only way to take such a creature down. Interesting. Good to know. Chant of Light, redemption. Many are those who wander in sin, despairing that they are lost forever, but the one who repents, who has faith, unshaken by the darkness of the world, and boasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations, she shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. Light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water, as the moth sees light and goes toward flame. She should see fire and go towards light. The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her beacon and her shield, her foundation and her sword. Templars! Hey, look at that. Oh my god, so much shit. 1 second. After portrayed as stoic and grim, the Order of Templars was created as the material arm of the Chantry. Armed with the ability to spell and resist magic in addition to their formidable combat talents, the Templars are uniquely qualified to act as both a foil for apostate mages who refuse to submit to the authority of the Circle, and a first line of defense against the dark powers of blood mages and abominations. While mages often resent the Templars as symbols of the Chantry's control over magic, the people of Thedas see them as saviors and holy warriors, champions of all that is good, armed with piety enough to protect the world from the ravages of foul magic. In reality, the Chantry's militant arm looks first for skilled warriors with unshakable faith in the Maker, with a flawless moral center as a secondary concern. Templars must carry out their duty with an emotional distance, and the Order of Templars prefers soldiers with religious fervor and absolute loyalty over paragons of virtue who might question orders when it comes time to make difficult choices. Yeah, that makes sense, considering what they do. Templars' power derives from the substance lyrium, a mineral believed to be the raw element of creation. While mages use lyrium in their arcane spells and rituals, Templars ingest the primordial mineral to enhance their abilities to resist and dispel magic. Lyrium use is regulated by the Chantry, but some Templars suffer from lyrium addiction, the effects of which include paranoia, obsession, and dementia. Templars knowingly submit themselves to this treatment in the service of the Order and the Maker. It is this sense of ruthless piety that most frightens mages when they draw the Templars' attention. When the Templars are sent to eliminate a possible blood mage, there is no reasoning with them. Yet the Templars are prepared. The mage's magic is all but useless, driven by their faith. The Templars are one of the most feared and respected forces in Thedas. Hmm. History of Ferelden, Chapter 1. Ferelden, as we think of it now, did not exist before the Exalted Age. Instead, the valley was divided up into dozens of old Elamari clans. They warred constantly with one another over land, honor, and the allegiance of the freeholders, and on one notable occasion the name given to a favorite, Mabari. And then in the 33rd year of the Exalted Age, Galahad Theron became Tyrn of Denerim, and everything changed. Most of what we know about the founding of our nation comes from the old songs that the bards passed down through the ages. The songs are filled with wild exaggerations and outright lies, but this hardly differs from the scholarly papers of some of my contemporaries. There is no agreement among poets or scholars in how he did it, but Callan had gained the support of the Circle of Magi, and they crafted for him a suit of silvery white armor that, by all accounts, repelled both arrow and blade. Callan had led his army across the valley and captured Redcliffe, one of only 3 men who ever successfully laid siege to the fortress, and presented himself to the bands of the Landsmeet as their king. The poets tell us that every lord knelt before Calenhad without question. The fact that he attended the Landsmeet surrounded by ash warriors and loyal mages of the Circle is generally omitted from the ballads, however. For Calenhad came the line of Theron kings and queens who reigned uninterrupted until the 44th year of the Blessed Age. When the Orlesians invasion came, the rightful king was forced to flee Denerim and for 70 years a puppet sat upon the throne. Interesting. Okay, I'm halfway. Connor Gurin. I feel like I'm sleeping, but I guess I'm not. While most of the bands in Arles of Ferelden cart their children with them to the Landsmeet in the interest of eventually marrying them off, Connor has spent his entire life at Redcliffe, and it's hardly surprising the child possessed the gift of magic. By law, he should have been taken to the Circle of Magi at the first sign. Abdicating his claim to Redcliffe, instead the boy was kept out of public view and his magic hushed up, with disastrous results. All mages are beacons that attract the attention of fate spirits. Because of this, they are trained and tested by the Circle to ensure that they can withstand attacks from the malevolent fey creatures that seek entry into the waking world. Untrained Connor drew the attention of a powerful demon that tore the veil asunder. With aid from the Circle, he was freed from the demon's power. Connor will be sent to the Circle Tower, where he will no longer pose a danger to the innocent. Arlessa is sold. For the one who delivers the sacred ashes of Our Lady will have the esteem of Redcliffe and all the riches in my power to grant. I don't know why I can't read today. The Earling of Redcliffe was a source of constant trouble for Emperor Vile. During the occupation, it was rumored that since each new report sent the Emperor into a fit of rage, and his court had taken to poisoning messengers before they could deliver their accounts, the Souls family was the 10th to be given the difficult task of governing Redcliffe, and since most of the previous Arls had either been murdered by their bands or beheaded by the Emperor, they did not approach the job with a great deal of enthusiasm. Solomon Eamon, not realizing he was the rightful heir to her father's domain, and quickly became smitten with him for being part of the resistance. Never mind that it was her family who was resisting. Perhaps a bit too romantic for her own good, she insisted upon staying behind with Eamon when the rest of her family was driven out. When her only son began to show signs of possessing magic, Isolde tried to cover it up, knowing that he would be taken from her by the Circle if found out. She hired an apostate mage to tutor him in the secrets, little knowing that her tutor was being paid to poison her husband. Ian fell ill, and Connor, desperate, tried to use magic to save his father, magic that attracted the attention of a demon. Circle of Magi was finally called in, almost too late, and Connor was freed from the demon's power, though the damage to Redcliffe was severe. It wasn't the Circle. 1 second, guys. Okay, the crows send their regards between the Devinter Imperium Rivian and the free marches destination of Antiva, although it possesses few resources of its own. Antiva's location makes it center for trade in the north, and the capital, Antiva City, is the wealthiest in the world. Antiva has virtually no army. The monarchy is too weak to support one. Most Antivan would be hard-pressed even to name the current king, as the true power lies in the hands of a dozen merchant princes, each with a personal army and each locked in a constant struggle for power against all the others. Anyone would think that Antiva would be a ripe target for invasion for one of her neighbors, but even the Canari leave Antiva alone for one very good reason: the House of Crows, the most efficient, most feared, and most expensive guild of assassins in the world, calls Antiva their home, and their reputation alone defends the borders. Severn was the crow contracted by Leogain to assassinate Alistair and Missy. One failed attempt later, however, he found himself at the mercy of his would-be victims. They showed him unexpected mercy, and in return he swore to aid the Wardens and their quest to end the Blight. First Blight, Chapter 2. People today have little concept of the consequences of the second sin. Oh, believe me when I say that when asked, pious chantry-going folk will curse the use of foul magic, spitting and snapping at their fingers, but none live today who actually remember the horror that was unleashed so very long ago. Whatever records might have existed, regrettably did not survive the chaos and ignorance that was to follow. We had only the tales of survivors handed down through the murky ages, and the dogma of the chantry to instruct us, and that is precious little indeed. I believe I am not understating when I say that the second sin unleashed the ban of all life upon Thedas. The Darkspawn are more virulent than the worst plague, a heartless force of nature that came into our world like an ill wind. We know from accounts of later blights, as these Darkspawn invasions come to be called. Never has a more appropriate name existed. But the Darkspawn spread disease and famine wherever they tread. The earth itself is corrupted by their presence, the sky rolling with angry black clouds. I do not exaggerate, my friends, when I say that a mass gathering of Darkspawn is an omen of dread cataclysm. It is said that those cursed magisters who became the first Darkspawn scratched at the very earth to find solace in the darkness of the dwarven deep roads, and there in the shadows they multiplied. Whether by intelligent design or by some last vestige of worship in their minds, they attempted to locate the old gods they had once served. They found that they sought... what they sought. Dumont, first among the old gods, once known as the Dragon of Silence before the Maker imprisoned him and all his brethren beneath the earth for the first sin, usurping the Maker's place in mankind's heart. Slumbering dragon awoke, freed from the Maker's prison by his twisted followers, and became corrupted himself. Dumont was transformed into the first archdemon, his great and terrible power given well by a rotting unholy mind. With the Darkspawn horde following, Dumont rose and took wing in the skies once again, bringing ruin to the world the Maker had created. The old god had become the eye of a dark storm that would ravage the entire world. Notes. Letter from King Eredin. Perhaps you will burn this letter unread. For that I would not blame you, but I would not return to the stone without saying this to you. I have seen what Balin is, and when I saw it, I knew I had been a fool, for only a fool would cut off his own heart and burn it for the sake of appearances. Never believed in your guilt. I allowed you to be exiled because I feared an inquiry into Trian's murder would taint our house with scandal in the eyes of the Desires and cost our family the throne. But I have saved nothing by this sacrifice. I sent my only child into an uncertain exile. Know that whatever you do now, you bear all the honor and pride of House Iduken. Oh God, I'm gonna cry. Oh. Mages Collective, despite the loyalist grafts on the mage political community, many libertarians and whatevers have begun to see eye to eye with respect to the Chantry's role in a mage's daily life. A growing number of mages, particularly those whose magic never strays from the Maker's mandate, feel that the Chantry's constant oversight is a burden upon their creativity and their very will, and one that hinders their ability to do their work. These mages, along with a number of hedge witches who work their arts outside the Chantry influence, have formed a shadowed guild of sorts, a mages collective, wherein members can submit requests and have them seen to without judgment. This collective manages to work in relative secrecy, their members discreet and their clients anonymous. As of yet, this collective has seen no sanction from the Templars, and there has been no sign that its members are practicing magic of which the Maker would not approve. Still, practicing magic outside the influence of the Chantry is a dream for some and a dangerous notion for others, and many believe that it is only a matter of time before the veil of secrecy is lifted and the Mages Collective is brought to a swift and brutal justice. Friends of Red Jenny. The task was never promised to be easy. You said you could enter the Circle Tower, and you were relieved to find the small painted box in the first Enchanter Irving's office, delivered to the door marked in Denerim as agreed, or be prepared to find yourself hunted across Ferelden. Friends of Red Jenny. There's a sketched map of several drawers. It requires the box to be placed on it to block out false leads. Okay, cool.
Getting to that box.
Back alley justice. And then we'll go and do the Sacred Ashes thing. Just after we do some other stuff and talk to some other people. Like this dude over here. And also...
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Can I help you, Warden?
Is the Market District really that bad?
The lower market isn't deemed important by the Captain of the Guard, even less with Arl Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering their Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps. But Lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot, and Arl Howe's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
How are they worse?
With the bastards, I just have to worry about dicing, the odd bit of drool, or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. But I swear, the Arl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest. Some of them are the criminals we have to arrest. So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
How do you know who I am?
Your likeness was passed around to the senior guardsmen at the palace. I must say, the sketch didn't do you much justice. Don't worry, even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostagar, I'm no fool.
I'm glad you're not.
If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me.
Actually, do you need any help?
What? You're serious?
Yes.
Yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt. I have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Sign me up, Sergeant.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
Thanks, my man. I'm gonna go in here. Wade's Emporium. Don't mind me while I look around at stuff and see if you have any potions and such to buy. Heron, there's a chest here. Master Wade.
Yes?
Can you open this? You can! Holy shit!
Haren, the bloody customers are bothering me again. What do I pay you for, anyhow?
Sorry. Wade is a genius. Truly, you will be astonished by his work. But he doesn't deal with customers. If you need anything, please ask me.
And tell her I don't want her looking over my shoulders making doe eyes at me either. I'm thinking, blast it all.
Truly sorry, sire.
You sound like a dickhead.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you?
Tell me about Wade.
You're obviously not from around here. Wade is possibly the most brilliant armorsmith in all of Ferelden.
That's not true, Herin. The dwarves of Orzammar make the finest armors around. These piles of rust droppings you forced me to make are worthless compared to their work. You never let me have the time, the materials to make something special.
Customers expect their armor in a timely fashion, not years late like the last time.
That happened once, just once, and you never let it drop.
Okay. Smiths of my people past work over generations, centuries.
Centuries? You hear that, you young mutt? Centuries? What's an extra year here and there to make something wonderful?
Thank you, dwarf. Your fine point has made my life so much richer.
Well, buddy, I'm always here to help.
Certainly.
That was kind of funny. Oh, God. Oh, I don't want any of your shit anyway. Okay, buddy, goodbye. I just wanted to come in and see what the fuck you were. Now that I know, I'm off to go terrorize somebody else. So who are you peoples? Like, you. Who are you?
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian-scented oils in all of Denerim. For you, perhaps? The oils are very relaxing in baths, no?
What's there to see in the market?
Much of the city is still a mystery to me, but the markets is like my home. Circle and sorcered objects can be found in the wonders of Thedas, in the alleyway north. The armorer, Wade, and his emporium are just to the south. If you need work, outside the rectory to the southeast is a chanter's board. And if your thirst is strong, head to the Nord Noble Tavern north of here. Be prepared, though. They do put on many airs.
Where are you from?
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? This Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Varroyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year.
Why did you leave?
Orlais has many, many good things, but it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier, and we departed shortly after.
What's a chevalier? A chevalier?
I know so little
you know what? I give up.
Here. The chevaliers are knights of the highest order. They are the most skilled in the world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want to the lesser born.
Of course. And why do people put up with it?
Because there is little choice. There are so many wonderful things about Orlais, but Ferelden has something precious. Here, a man or a woman is born free and lives free. I do not understand it, but the nobles here are not so high, and none of us are quite so low. As much as I miss my Varroyo, I love where I am.
I have to go, lady. Thank you. You know what? Just X. Key is required.
I'll do it.
A key is required. Master Ignatius. Caesar. Book. Servants. people, random. Money, I'll definitely take that. Talk to you. I can't talk to you. Okay, let's talk to this dude.
What is it? I have work to do.
Nothing, I guess.
All right.
Farewell. Can't talk to that dude.
Dwarven crab. Fine dwarven crab.
Another visitor.
Master
in my
Ignatius.
Enjoy browsing my wares.
Who are you?
Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock. I handle other affairs.
What affairs are those?
Business deals, meetings. Caesar makes it so I am free of the day-to-day concerns of our store.
Okay. You aren't from Ferelden, are you?
No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
What do you mean?
On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled whores. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time.
The Blight, Ferelden isn't exactly safe either.
Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto, the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming.
That's a good point. Do you need any help?
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day.
What stories do you have of Antiva?
It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
Farewell,
Happy
then.
to you, Warden.
Thank you.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers.
Know anything special about Denerim?
Better trade cities to the north, but plenty good trade here. Now with war and blight, business is bad.
Have anything for sale?
Oh, yes.
Poison. Bean, poison, concentrate. Demonic ichor. Interesting. Crow shield. Clan, defense your shield. Yeah. Crow poison recipe. Ooh. Maybe later. Move your fat ass, Alistair.
Be careful with that package, you lazy slut. It's worth more than you'll make in 10 years.
Says the woman who's probably sleeping with 10 other men. Who's married, I bet. What was I doing? I can't even fucking remember. I went on a weird little roundabout doofusness is what I did. Mercy, back to Pearl, Blackberry Justice. We're just gonna do random shit here, I guess. Wait, Emporium, Wonders of Thetis. Not, Brother Jimmy TV's home. Okay, well, let's go back there. Still can't believe that one dude just came right up to me and was just like,
Dwarven crab.
I demand satisfaction.
Fine dwarven crab.
I want to kick your ass. And all I had to do was just be like, sorry, bro. Don't believe the lies. Friends of the Grey Wardens assemble. Hidden Pearl holds the key to resistance. The Griffins will rise again. Interesting. Okay. Weird. Interesting, but weird. Cool.
Message for you, milady.
What? Who?
More things to deliver. Goodbye.
Trial of the Crows. Okie doke. Elven alienage. We'll go there later. TV's home.
Now's better.
Oh, tavern. Me not speak.
This is where the nobility comes to get drunk and decide who is the most self-important of them all. Good
That
times.
does not surprise me at all.
Busy
Waitress.
day today.
Random door. Who the fuck are all these people? Crimson Oars mercenary.
Now we drink more.
As I
Blackstone
live
liaison.
and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
Something I can do for you?
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais.
Okay.
I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
How can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
Aha, I'll take a look.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Okay, letter from the Blackstone Irregulars. I'll look at that at a later date. I have other things I need to be doing.
I'm
Crimson Oar
Crimson
leader.
Oar. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull. Another round for me men.
Okay, Jesus. Sophie's
My
guard.
shift's nearly over. Thank I'm trusty.
Cade. Oh, there's a chest. There's a chest. There's a chest. Leanna, can you open this? Nope. Insufficient skill. Mini-me, let's go.
What can I
Bartender,
get you,
hi.
stranger?
Anyone need help? Maybe with something not strictly legal? Have you heard any rumors? Let me see what you have. Let me see what you have first.
I'll show you around.
Healing! Greater intricate recipe, greater healing poultice. Another ale. I'm taking it all. Distillation, concentration, no fruit. Ale. 1 deep mushroom. I'll come back for these a little later.
What can I get you, stranger?
Have you heard any rumors?
Dark spawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings. And then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. Anything else you need?
Anyone need help? Maybe not something strictly legal. Glances around for prying eyes and produces a few notes on behalf of interested parties. R has a small request. It's always useful to have a big name in your pocket, and there's nothing better than snagging them in their knickers, with their knickers down. If in travels wide, someone were to come across notes from illicit lovers, I have certain specialities who can make the most of texts. delivered to the bartender and an investment towards feature manipulation will be handsomely paid. I have a ton of those. D requires swift action. I have trouble. A few of my more excitable young associates got a little nervous during a couple of delicate handovers. Suffice to say, a little mess needs attention. Life is normally cheap, but if word of this gets out, there will be consequences. My men are under close watch, so I would be most grateful for someone willing to take care of this. Coin is assured. If I request the following, the troubles of the new blood seem to find me. I've ruffled some feathers with my alternative tactics, and certain people have had me blacklisted by my primary suppliers, so I put this out there to those enterprising friends who want an ally and perhaps a little coin. 15 toxin extract samples would be more than enough to ensure I can continue building support. Simple, isn't it?
What can I get you, stranger?
I guess nothing. Okay, dude, goodbye. Gonna look down here and then we'll leave.
There is one thing I do not understand, Alistair.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Why the deception over your parentage?
I'd figure you'd be the sort who knows all about deception.
I do. And what use the deception might have had ended when King Kalen perished, did it not?
Maybe. I guess I was sort of hoping that would go away.
Nope.
The truth does not go away.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
I don't think you're very much known for your plans, Alistair, but it's a good try. Thug, Master Ignatius. Another random thug. So what is this? Shakedown or something? Or are you just gonna try and kill me?
You hear about the note? Maybe we have some things we can talk about. You are of great interest to me.
She's the ones trying to kill me.
Who do you blame for a death? The sword or the swordsman? Crows are swords, instruments used by someone else for their own reasons. So, one of our swords is hired out. He and his employees will do their job or die trying. But the crows as a whole have no bias.
But you were hired to kill me.
I can't stress enough that I wasn't hired to do anything. An associate was, and he's failed. And failed badly. A client can always hire more help if the job isn't done the first time. But I am hoping we can make sure that doesn't happen.
How can I trust you?
A man's word is vital in any profession, especially delicate ones.
So, honor amongst thieves.
Something like that.
I don't even know what you're talking about, man. I haven't even read the thing yet. I'm listening.
Ferelden is a busy place. Blight, civil war, other mayhem. Lots of people not getting along. Sometimes they really don't get along. Maybe want to do something about it. The people that handle that sort of thing can get real busy.
Tragically mistaken if you think I'm an assassin.
I see. Then we are wasting time. No offense meant. Talk to Caesar back at our stall if you want to buy something. No hard feelings, right?
Well, that ended better than I thought it would. There was nothing here. Okay, cool, man. Cool.
Now's better than later.
I could do that
Insufficient
for you.
skill.
On my way.
Oh my god, she actually opened it. Yeah, let's go in. I'm curious. Book. No more book. Okay. Intricate. Okay, Liliana, open this. Diamond, greenstone, silk carpet. Okay, I'll take it all. And fire arrows. I'll take that too. Okay, let's go stop at Brother Genetivi's. I haven't saved in a while. I should do that. Okay, this is the brothers. Yep, and then there's something over here.
Do you think they sell silk ribbons in that store? I've been meaning to spruce up my boots for the longest time.
Maybe they do, Liliana. Warehouse. Healing potions. I'm just at the shop. Go in the shop first, then we'll go to the brothers. Then we'll look in this warehouse. Ooh, cool, cool. This place is really cool, actually. Creepy, but cool. Denerim. Speak to you in a minute. Jack Thetis.
Where do you think they get all this stuff? You think they, have any miniature golem dolls?
Probably. Maybe. Who knows? But, wait, hold on. Ooh, scroll.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Is there anything here? Okay, let's talk to this dude.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
Let's browse his wares. Hey, they have lyrium! I don't have enough months, but... Lure trap. Shock bomb. Tome of Arcane Technique. Winter's Breath. Bari, other stuff. Ancient Map of Imperium, Spirit Healer. Kiss it and make it better. Okay, I think I'm good for now, but I might come back here later at some point. Cool though, man, cool. Okay, let's go to the brothers. I thought the game crashed for a second. I was gonna have a heart attack. Okay. And a book. Chest.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to go in there.
I wasn't going in there. I was looking around. Why not?
I'm sorry, but that room is not for guests. It's full of books and papers, and I'd rather they were not disturbed.
I go where I want.
I said no. Genetivi was a very private person.
You're hiding something. I want to know what it is.
No, don't touch that door!
Bro, I didn't even talk to you yet. Well, shit. Looks like bad things happened here, possibly. Okay, well, my man, you chose death before we even got to talk to you. Ow.
Down you go.
Well, he's dead. That was unexpected. Lyrium, and I have you gave me money. I'll take it. There's nothing over here. Just look around, just make sure I'm not missing anything before I go into said door.
Now's better than
Book,
later.
Dragon cults. Hey, hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. Chantry hierarchy.
What do you need?
I didn't want to talk to you. Never mind. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't breathe the same air as me, please.
All right, all right.
Chest. Skill symbol of Andraste, Genevieve TV's research. Da 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 da. The body of the real Waylon. Hey, not surprising at all. Okay, well, I guess now that I found all this shit, I might as well look at my codex again and get through that, and then we can move on to other things in Denerim for a little bit. You know, as you do. Letter from the Blackstone Irregulars. The immediate, to the Grey Warden, your deeds have spread since the tragedy of Oscar, and I find myself in need of one such as you. I am whoever, captain of the Venerable Blackstone Irregulars, and I hope to win your trust. The Irregulars have come on hard times since the war with Erlay, but I have fought to improve their reputation. Gone are the days of my father's shady deals with unscrupulous nobles in Denerim. No, I have trained a guild filled with honorable men, ready to fight for Ferelden, and I am proud to say that I have seen your own Grey Wardens as a sort of model. We are not perfect, my own son advocates, and move back to the more lucrative way my father ran the guild, but we are steadfast. It is in this context that I ask for your help, and I promise we will reward you accordingly. Should you be willing, please find letters in this box and others like it all over the land and carry out the requests therein. For this matter, consider requests from my son as if they come from myself, and thank you again for the bottom of my heart, whether you choose to assist us or not. You are doing the Maker's work, Warden, and I am honored to work with you. Interesting. Correspondence interrupted. Spoil the wealthy and their objects of desire. Okay. Legend of Calenhad. Calenhad's legend tells the lady Shayna harbored a love for her king and went beyond friendship, a love that she had kept secret out of her sense of duty and honor. When offered a love potion by a witch in disguise, the witch who would later turn out to be the vengeance-seeking sister of Arl Simon, Lady Shayna gave into temptation. She used the potion on Calenhad, but Queen Mirian discovered the two of them together that night and, broken-hearted, fled Denerim to return to her father. She told Meriden everything, and he angrily threatened to revoke his support of Calenhad and begin anew the civil war. It is said that Lady Shayna felt remorse at her manipulation of her best friend's heart and confessed her use of forbidden magic to the court. Although her life was forfeit, Calenhad forgave Lady Shayna for what she had done and refused to have her executed. Meriden, furious, roused the other Arls against Calenhad and Lady Shayna, and it was not long before Ferelden stood on the brink of civil war once again. Against Calenhad's orders, Lady Shayna went alone to Mirian and to plead for peace and plead her case, only to be found out by Meriden and slain. Angered by all, but also saddened, Calenhad challenged Meriden to an honor duel, a fight neither of them wanted but both knew was necessary, and Meriden was slain. The death of the king's greatest ally and important Arl was too much for the young kingdom to bear. The other Arls would not back down in their claims against Calenhad. Threat of civil war rose once again. Calenhad went to his wife one last time, then although none knew what he said to her, and then he simply vanished. He left with Mirian a proclamation abdicating his throne in favor of the son his queen carried in her belly, who eventually ascended to the throne as King Waylon. First, the king credited with establishing the Theron dynasty, lasting to this day. Calenhad would never reappear. The legend of Calenhad himself only grew over time as stories and sightings multiplied. even long after the point when Calenhad could possibly still be alive. Some say it disappeared into the Kakari wilds or went to live with the dwarves or even become a monk in reclusive Chantry order. Chantry named Calenhad when the anointed in 788 storm. Calenhad's sword Nemesis was left with Mirian and became a symbol of the Ferelden kingship. Over the next century, rumors of its magical powers grew, and within it was lost in the ambush that killed King Veradrin in 824 Blessed. It was seen as a great blow to the Theron line. Several false swords have appeared since that time, but never has the true sword resurfaced. The Noladar anthology of Dwarven poetry, the dead exhumed, born from the shallowest graves, mined for the living. Do you like fried mush and nug? I do not like them, Master Plug. I do not like fried mush and nug. Would you eat them on a rug? If you eat, you'll get a hug. Oh, God. I would not eat them on a rug, for I would not want a hug. Then would you drink them from a jug? Come on, give them a chug. I would not drink them from a jug. I'd rather eat a slimy slug. Okay, Dr. Seuss. Would you eat them with a bug? Would you share them with a thug? I would not share them with a thug. I would not eat them with a bug. Not for a hug, not on a rug. From a jug, I will not chug. Come on, now, Mr. Clug, are you on some kind of drug? Eat them in this hole I dug. Eat them. Don't just shrug. I've had it, Mr. Clug. Down into that hole you dug. Down with the thug and the slug and the bug. Never surrender, dwarvish blood may be lukewarm, but vital as ore. There once was a miner of Lyrium whose face looked like a purium. The dead got him too. Not much he could do with a face like that. He was a shoo-in. Oh my God. Okay, well, not that bad. I just can't read, apparently. Well, holy shit, look at all the spots I've filled. 1 second, guys. Brother, whatever, John TV, as it is the duty of all true sons of Chantry to make the chant heard from every corner of the world. I made it my mission to find as many corners of the world as possible. The Maker can hardly expect us to do one without the other. Brother Chant TV is one of the Chantry's most well-known scholars, primarily on the basis of stories he has published, which many of his contemporaries dismiss as fanciful, of his travels across the length and breadth of Thedas. Cool. That is a lot, and this is gonna kill me. When anyone in Ferelden speaks of going to the city, they inevitably mean Denerim. There is no other place in the kingdom which rivals it, not in size, population, wealth, or importance. It is the seat of Theron family, the capital of Ferelden, the largest seaport, and by ancient tradition, the meeting place of the Landsmeet as well. Denerim was the birthplace of Andraste, one of them anyway, as several other sites claim to have been the prophet's early home, including Jadar and Orlais. The Chantry takes no stance on which sites claim it is valid, but it is well known that Andraste was Ferelden by birth. When visiting the pilgrimage site in Denerim, it is inadvisable to mention Jadar at all. The city rests at the foot of the Dragon's Peak, a solitary mountain scarred by ancient lava flows. During Andraste's lifetime, it reputedly filled the sky with a great column of black ash and sent burning rock raining down as far away as the Free Marches, but it is now considered extinct. Some believe it merely sleeps and will again darken the sky with ash and fire when the last Ferelden king dies, but this is highly unlikely. Ah, thank you so much. I'm glad somebody at least recognizes the effort I put into this. Honestly, I just love lore and games and stuff, you know? And with that, I'm going to take a little pause because I need a drink of water. Oh, God. Dragon cults. Let us suggest for the moment that a high dragon is simply an animal, a cunning animal to be sure, but in possession of no true self-awareness or sentience. There has not, after all, been a single recorded case of a dragon attempting to communicate or performing any act that could not likewise be attributed to a clever beast. How then does one explain the existence of so-called dragon cults throughout history? One dragon cult might be explainable, especially in light of the reverence of the old gods in the ancient Vtuber Imperium. In the wake of the First Flight, many desperate Imperium citizens turned to the worship of real dragons to replace the old gods who had failed them. A dragon, after all, was a god figure that they could see. It was there, as real as the archdemon itself, and as evidence makes clear, did often offer a degree of protection to its cultists. Other dragon cults could be explained in the light of the first. Some cult members might have survived and spread the word. The worship of the old gods was as widespread as the Imperium itself, certainly. Such secrets could have made their way into many hands, but there have been reports of dragon cults even in places where the Imperium never touched, among folks who had never heard of the old gods or had any reason to. How does one explain them? Members of a dragon cult live in the same lair as a high dragon, nurturing and protecting its defenseless young. In exchange, the high dragon seems to permit these cultists to kill a small number of these young in order to feast on draconic blood. That blood is said to have a number of strong long-term effects, including bestowing greater strength and endurance, as well as an increased desire to kill. May breed insanity as well. Nevaran dragon hunters have said these cultists are incredibly powerful opponents. The dragons and the cultists are a form of blood magic, surely, but how did the symbiotic relationship between the cult and the high dragon form in the first place? How did the cultists know to drink the dragon's blood? How did the high dragon convince them to care for its young or know that they would? Is there more to draconic intelligence than we have there? Oh, goodness. A thorough guessed at. No member of a dragon cult has ever been taken alive, and what accounts exist from the days of the Nevaran hunters record only mad rants and impossible tales of godhood. With dragons only recently reappearing and still incredibly rare, we may never know the truth, but the question remains. Politics of Ferelden. To our neighbors, Ferelden seems utterly chaotic. Unlike other monarchies, power does not descend from our throne, rather it rises from the support of freeholders. Each freehold chooses the ban or earl to whom pays allegiance. Typically, this choice is based on proximity of the freehold to the lord's castle, as it's worthless to pay for the upkeep of soldiers who will arrive at your land too late to defend it. For the most part, each generation of freeholders casts slot with the same ban as their fathers did, but things can and do change. No formal oaths are sworn, and it is not unheard of, especially in the prickly central Benar, for bands to court freeholders away from their neighbors, a practice which inevitably begets feuds that last for ages. Tyrants arose from amongst the band, warlords who in antiquity had grown powerful enough to move other bands to swear fealty to them. There were many tyrants in the days before King Callan had, but he succeeded in whittling them down to only two. Gwaran in the south, however, in the north, these two tyrants still hold oaths of bands and earls who they may call upon in the event of a war or disaster, and similarly the tyrants still hold responsibility for defending those sworn to them. The earls were established by the tyrants, giving command of strategic fortresses that could not be overseen by the tyrants themselves. Unlike the tyrants, the earls have no bands sworn to them, and are simply somewhat more prestigious bands. The king is in essence the most powerful of the tyrants. Although Denerim was originally the tyrant of the king, it has since been reduced to an earling, as the king's domain is now all of Ferelden, but even the king's power must come from the bands. Nowhere is this more evident than during the Land's Meet, an annual council for which all of the nobles of Ferelden gather, held for almost 3,000 years, except odd interruptions during blights and invasions. The sight of a king asking for and working to win the support of the lesser men is a source of constant wonder to foreign ambassadors. Oh, I bet it is. Navarra, the fourth time I attempted to cross the border into Navarre from Orlais, and was turned back by Chevrolets. I decided to take the more roundabout path, a ship back to Ferelden and then another to Navarra. The outcome was more than worth the trouble. The whole country is filled with artistry, from statues of heroes that litter the streets and even the meanest villages to the glittering Golden College of Magi in Cumberland. Perhaps nowhere is more astonishing than the vast necropolis outside Navarra city. Unlike most other followers of Andraste, the Navarrans do not burn their dead. Instead, they carefully preserve the bodies and seal them in elaborate tombs. Some of the wealthiest Navarrans began construction of their own tombs while quite young, and these become incredible palaces, complete with gardens, bathhouses, and ballrooms, utterly silent, kept only for the dead. That's cool. That is cool. Rivian. Nowhere in my travels, not in the heart of the Imperium near the streets of Orzammar, have I felt so much an outsider as in Rivian. The chant of light never truly touched the ears of these people. The years they spent under the thumb of the Qunari left most of the country zealous followers of the Khun. But resistance to the chant goes deeper than the Qunari War. The Rivian refuse to be parted from their seers. Wise women who are in fact hedge mages communicating with spirits and actually allowing themselves to become possessed. The chantry prohibited against such magical practices violates millennia of local tradition. Cool. Geography of Thedas. Thedas is bound to the east by the Amaranth Ocean, to the west by the Teresian Forest, and the Hunterhorn Mountains, to the south by the snowy wastes that lie beyond the Orkney Mountains, and the north by Donark Forest. The word Thedas is to Vinter in origin originally used to refer to lands that border the Imperium. As the Imperium lost its stranglehold on conquered nations, more and more lands became Thedas, until finally people applied the name to the entire continent. The northern part of Thedas is divided amongst the Anderfell, the Devinter Imperium, Antiba, and Rivian, with the islands held by the Qunari just off the coast. Central Thedas consists of the free marches, Navarra, Orlais, with Ferelden to the south. What lies beyond the snowy waste is a mystery. The freezing temperatures in barren land have kept even the most intrepid cartographers at bay. Similarly, the western reaches of the Anderfells have never been fully explored, even by the Anders themselves. We do not know if the dry steeps are shadowed by mountains or if they extend all the way to a nameless sea. There must be other lands, continents, or islands, perhaps across the Amaranth or north of Parvalin, for the Qunari rides in Thedas from somewhere, but beyond that deduction we know nothing. Interesting. Oh, thank God. Only 2 more, and then I'm free to run away and do something else. The Anar, when the Imperium occupied the area that is present-day Ferelden, they had 2 sites dedicated to magical experimentation at the extreme ends of the Imperial Highway. The southern one was the fortress of Oscar, which looked out over the Kakari Wilds. The northern one was Anar, although the exact location is now a secret known only to a handful of Templars. Whatever it was the Tevinter were trying to discover at Anar, their work was never completed. The fortress was overrun by disciples of Andraste. Upon hearing the news of her death, according to legend, it was a massacre eerily silent, for the invaders caught the mages while all but one of them were in the Fade. The site was left structurally sound but spiritually damaged. Possibly because of this, the Chantry chose to put it to use as a prison. Accused Maleficar and apostates are held in the confines of Anar. Those who have a powerful connection to the Fade and partially to demons will inevitably attract something across the veil, making the guilty somewhat easier to tell from the innocent. That's scary to think of. Chantry hierarchy. The Divine is the titular head of the Chantry, although since the schism split the Imperial Chantry into its own faction, there are now in fact 2 Divines at any one time. One Divine, informally called the White Divine, is a woman housed in the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux. The other, known as the Black Divine, is a man housed in the Arch and Spire in Rathus. Neither Divine recognizes the existence of the other, and the informal names are considered sacrilegious. No matter the gender, a Divine is addressed as Most Holy or Your Perfection. Excuse me. Beneath the rank of Divine in the Grand Cleric. Each Grand Cleric presides over numerous chantries and represents the highest religious authority for their religion. They travel to Vario when the College of Clerics convenes, but otherwise remain where they are assigned. All Grand Clerics are addressed as Your Grace. Beneath the Grand Cleric is the Mother, or in the Imperial Chantry, the Father. If a mother is in charge of a particular chantry revered, it's appended to her title. There are the priests responsible for administering to the spiritual well-being of their flock. Mother or revered mother is addressed as your reverence. Brothers and sisters form the ranks. Rank and file of the chantry and consist of three main groups: affirmed, initiates, and clerics. Affirmed are the lay brethren of the chantry, those regular folk who have turned to the chantry for succor. Often they are people who have led a difficult or irregularious life and have chosen to go into seclusion, or even orphans and similar unfortunates who are raised into the chantry life. The infirm take care of the chantry and are in turn afforded a life of quiet contemplation, no questions asked. Only those folk who take vows become initiates. These are men and women in training wherein academic knowledge or the material skills of a warrior. All initiates receive an academic education, although only those who seek to become Templars learn how to fight in addition. Clerics are the true academics of the chantry, those men and women who have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge. They are often found in chantry archives, sages presiding over libraries or books and arcane knowledge. The most senior of these clerics, placed in charge of such archives, are given the title elder, although such a rank is still beneath that of mother. All other brothers and sisters are addressed simply by noting their title before their name, such as brothers in a TV. Interesting. I'm done. I'm free of that. Okay, we have to go to Haven, but I'm going to finish Denerim first. So, Denerim it is, and okay, let's go out. I want to go inspect that warehouse real quick. And then we can move on to the alienage, and then I'll go another area. I thought the game crashed. Okay, let's go to this warehouse over here, and then we'll be on our way to the alienage next. Okay, cool.
I'll get on it.
Hey look, a longsword. I can sell that later. Okay, what else is here? Just out of curiosity.
Got it.
A mace. Hey look, I can sell that later.
I await your command.
I did not want to talk to you. Sorry, Morgan. Another mace. Good. Okay, I don't really see anything else that's shiny, so
I won't take the blame for this one. This was bad from the start. No way he was here to deal.
Body bag.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I ain't sticking around to see how this turns out.
Okay, what am I doing with the body bag? Hey, what happened? Okay. Somewhere discreet in the market, okay. And that was the point of the warehouse. I'd love to know what happened, but I'm assuming I'm not going to get that answer. Okay, we're here. Okay, I have to go all the way back there. Okay, this way it is. This way.
He came at me! It's not my fault! Why'd he come at me? Yeah, they got to learn not to mess with me. Us, right? I mean, he's just going to disappear, right?
I don't know, my man. I'm just trying to figure shit out, too.
Magic exists to serve man and never.
The dump site is the well at the chantry. Okay, cool. This is a good spot as any to dump corpses. Just another bag of garbage flowing out of the city. Dump the bags. Continue. Okay, wait, hold on, what? It's a good spot as any dumping bags. Yeah, okay. So I dumped those. I need to go to the pearl. I don't know where the pearl is exactly, but I'm gonna just keep exploring and I'll eventually find it. I can promise that. Let's go. Hold on. What's this other gate over here lead to? Exactly. Okay, so I can't go there. So let's go to the alienage. That's where we're going.
Dwarven
hey,
crafts.
buddy.
Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
I'm so glad that I got to see him again. I was not expecting to actually be able to see
By
him
order
again.
of the new Earl of Denerim, no one is to enter the alienage.
Earl Howe wants to keep people out, does he?
There's been an elven uprising. Knife ears even have the gall to attack the Earl's only son. Killed him in cold blood.
I know
With
the true
family
story.
Dead,
Fuck
Regan
you.
appointed Rendon Howe of Amaranthine the new Earl of Denerim. First thing he did was lead a purge of the alienage.
Of course he did.
There's a mess in there. When things are put back in order, the gates will be reopened. Now on your way.
Okay, well, where am I going then? Alienage. This. Wonders of Thedas. Gate up here, and I can't go in that way. Solving problems. City map. Okay, since there's no alienage, let's go to the city map thing.
I hear there's been more fighting. The Queen is determined to see this through, isn't she?
Oh, goodness. Those two are not helping with recruitment for the Chantry, if I'm to be honest. I forgot about this shit. Dirty back alley, one of many filthy alleyways in the Fort Docks district. Dirty back alleyway, dirty back alley. Carl Denham and then we're state alienage in the market. Well, let's do these. Might as well do some of these. Okay, I am here now. Okay, 1 second, you goons. Seed, please. Thank you. Something else. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, Big man, you. I'm coming after you. Morgan, you can look
I get breath.
Kill.
Very nice. I shall do it.
Okay, you're hurt. You get a vulnerability hex to you. Knock him down. You're doing just fine. You can do that. Vulnerability hex. Okay, he dead. Okay. You need to take a potion. Okay, big man. Thug. Two. here. Okay, I want you to go after this dude.
Yes.
Okay. She's doing fine. Alistair's almost done with that dude. Leanna, you're going after him, of course. That guy's...
Yes.
Okay, and then... this guy... Actually, you know what? You can go to this guy. Okay. Drink another potion, please.
At your order.
Good day to die.
You can do that. You can do this. She can focus on this dude. Okay. Do that. Actually, just drink another damn potion. Okay. Vulnerability hex. He's dead.
Another battle I see.
Okay, and then he's dead. So you guys are next. And Morgan, drink a lyrium potion. Go check this dude. Okay, y'all are fine.
Trying to kill something?
Dead. Okay, and then this dude. Dead. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's see what these jackasses had. Spirit shard. Okay.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Step stool. Quaint hovel. This.
Got it.
This. Okay, nothing there. I need to talk to that lady in a little bit. Leanna, can you open this? Not possible to pick. Okay. Good to know. Hi, lady.
Looking for little old me?
I was not trying to talk to you! Go away.
Good day.
You have nothing to say to me. Okay, up here we go. Nothing here. Save me, please. Oh yeah, okay. Well, there's that taken care of. Well, let's keep going then. I would like to clear these guys out and get some money. City map. Pearl. Well, back to the pearl later. We'll do a roundabout. Okay, I have been attacked. Wasn't I just here like 10 seconds ago? Oh, well, shite. Okay, well, Alistair, Morgan, we can focus on that guy. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna want you to do is just stand here, and then I want you to do this. Okay, good. Okay. Now, you do this. You do that. There are so many people here. This is utter insanity. Okay. Now I want you to do that. And then I want you to do that. This. He's dead. I want you to suck the life from him. They're doing just fine, I think. Okay, I'll just keep focusing on that dude. Okay, ton of people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just focus on continuing to attack. Okay, so he's dead. She's focused on that guy.
Is that all you got?
They got him. And I want you to do, I'm gonna last in a minute, but this first. Okay, and that guy is probably dead, so dragon life. Lightning.
Oh, you a funny one, you are. Ah!
This will
do it. Brilliant!
Okay, and we're done. That went surprisingly well. Only gonna take care of that in a minute. Just busy, busy bees. Denerim. Money, Denerim. Okay. City map. Try it. Soldier's helm. Level up from Morgan of all people. Just do that and then magic. That's good. Swarm of flies. That's what I want. Okay. What is up here? City map. Okay. Save since we're here.
The ones that killed Roz.
Okay, dude. Calm down. Leanna, I want you to attack this guy. This is so many guys. Holy shit. Okay, what I need you to do, Morgan, is I need you to stand here. I need you to do this. I need you to drink a potion. Stand over this way. Okay, and then I need you to light them up. Okay, so. Do this, Alistair. You're doing okay-ish. What is that?
Good to go!
Okay, you need to drink this. Alistair's doing okay-ish. He's got 2 fucking people. No idea where Lillian is in this fray. Okay. She needs to drink a potion soon. Okay.
Is it time to kill something?
So, dude man lost his head. Okay. Drink a potion. Okay, that guy's dead. He's dead. Now it's just this guy.
Right there.
They're handling him, so Morgan, I guess you can handle these 3 fuckos. I see, dude, you can have that.
Rip you apart! I should do it.
He's out of commission for a little bit. Let's focus on this guy. This.
Very well. Yourself.
Okay, that.
This isn't working.
I am your death.
Okay, and they're busy doing their own thing up there, so I'm just gonna gather stuff while I wait for him to be free of my spell. Healing. Converting to harsh language, what the hell?
Violence is a solution. Sometimes.
Okay. He'll die soon enough. Yep, see? He dead. Problem solved. Liliana, can you open that? Yes, you can. Okay, good to know. Dude man have anything? Nope, apparently not. And let me down the steps, please. Y'all are in my way. Okay, fine. Okay. City map. Headed courier. Okay. What is this over here? Oh, it's another blood thingy.
I'll get on it.
Quest updated. Hi, dude.
I'm sure you have your own business to attend to.
Okay, well, fuck you too. This, and then we'll go to the Pearl. I'm surprised we didn't get immediately attacked after that. Okay, let's go, I guess.
You! We're about to send the boys to hunt you down. Boss says kill him!
Yeah!
What scintillating conversation that was. Let's get that one. I'd like to not be attached to the wall, please.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Okay, so they've all been lasered. Okay, she's doing just fine. We can do that. Liliana's doing her own fucking thing, doing whatever.
I never like this part.
Okay. I see vulnerability hacks. Okay. Thug, gang leader.
So be it.
Okay, dead.
Try to be merciful.
Dead. Oh shit, she's almost dead. You can drink a potion. Alistair, you can run him down. Morgan. Your next target is this person. Just keep attacking him. It would be nice, game, if I could focus. Please. 1, 2, 3. 3 guys over there. They're dead. You can drink another potion. Alistair, go have some fun.
I shall do it.
That.
I am your death.
Okay, and then just this dude. Okay, and now... Life drain.
Oh, this should be good.
And he's dead. Okay, look at that. Problem solved. Lifestone.
All right, all right.
Delirium.
Can I get you a ladder so
Money.
you can get off my back?
Delirium and a health potion. Another health potion. I'll take it. Thank you. I'll look at that in a second. Delirium.
Let me be.
Career. Anything else I need to know about? No, it does not look like it. That's a chest that's locked. Mr. Ferriden's journal. I will read you later. I am not in the mood. Unlock firebolts. We can sell those. Okay, that's been taken care of. Let's save the game again, and then we will head to the Pearl. Okay. This building appears to be deserted, within an otherwise well-populated district. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll head there, and I'll save there, and that'll be the end of this, I think. save, please. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I had a lot of fun. If you want to see previous streams that I've done, go check out my YouTube channel. Link is in my bio. If you want to see when I'm about to stream on Twitch, go check out my schedule here on Twitch, or check out my Twitter. Link is also in my bio. Hope you guys have a good night or if you aren't, and I shall see you guys real soon. Bye!